Oh, a nice volley right off the back there from the archers of the Red Valandians. Looks like this is going to be a nice battle. Where's the cavalry? See cavalry anywhere? No, but let's not worry about the cavalry too much harder. Red cavalry are moving around their rear, and the yellows are moving to the other far side on the left of the map, as you can see now. So we know where the cavalry are. We can see plenty of crossbowmen behind the shields of their allies. Here we are at the shield walls for different units. It looks like a proper cool little battle. All these different units of infantry just in their disciplined formations. Red cavalry moving around the back, yellow cavalry in the far distance again. Probably looking to get a nice hit on those archers once again like they did last time. That was very nice. Oh, looks like there's a lot of yellows over here and some archers as well. That's going to be doing a lot of damage on that slight angle. It's going to force the Reds to advance forward. Hopefully these Red cavalry can do something about it. Who's going to make the first move? And it looks like it's the yellows going to make the first move. Watching this one from the yellow side, I forgot. And here we go, the yellow first shield wall has advanced, but they're not quite going to engagement yet, but the bridge has started to engage. The yellows are coming in on there, and it looks like there is some cavalry trying to get a well-timed flank, aiming for those archers once again. As I think I just missed it, but the red cavalry are coming right around the back. I went for the archers first, but now they've gone for that line in the middle. That's going to disrupt that. The left-hand side is looking pretty even at the moment. So is the middle. Over here on the right, the Reds have broken through, but again, there's a lot of yellows moving around that flank. That number difference is really coming into play here as they're coming around. The left seems to be holding, but the Reds seem to be coming around the left around the side a bit more over here. The centre still a bit of a no man's game, but the yellows have got some Reds behind them, completely surrounded. The yellows are striking back here on their left flank. Right flank seems to be going a little bit in favour of the Red Valandians, but there's a lot of yellows Valandians behind the main body on the far side of the bridge. And at this point it is starting to turn into a bit of a chaotic melee when you need to really pay attention to who's behind you as much as who's in front. A couple of fights on the outskirts of the battle. Cavalry seem to be completely disgruntled, apart from the yellow cavalry is still running around strong, very nice. There were some yellow crossbowmen earlier, but they seem to have gone. A lot of yellows seem to have stormed the centre, where a lot of Reds are regrouping. Nice. Another round goes to the coalition forces, the yellow Valandians. Well played to them. Well played. Let's move on to the next one. All of the red infantry and archers are now, I say archers, more like crossbowmen, are now here in the left-hand side of the map, forming up ever so nicely as the yellows begin to surround the area. Sounds like the archers on the Reds are already firing, so have a take a look. Nice arrows going over. Some of them are shooting at the infantry, some of them are shooting back at the enemy crossbowmen that are hiding behind that palisade. And it appears the yellows are making their way into this courtyard. The Reds, the Bretonnians, are having a bit of a hard time with the number difference. Just that one extra unit of infantry can really get around on your flank and ruin your line. Looks like the infantry units are moving up. Yellow cavalry is moving around the right hand side. Who will fight first? Yellow cavalry is on that side. Let's have a look at this beautiful shield wall quickly. Here we go for the first engagement of the fight. They charge right into those units there, and the left hand side has also gone in, and here on the other side all of the infantry for all units have been engaged at the same time. Beautiful, as the yellow cavalry have free range to come through the middle, but there's a lot of spears there in that courtyard. They're going to take a lot of those cavalry with them, as the red cavalry is a little bit more fortunate by the looks of things. This is the main fight here we're looking at in the centre of the screen now, between those two palisade gateways. It looks like the right fight is a little even, but there's a lot of yellows that have got in around the left, and it appears the yellow crossbowmen have also came in on the left hand side, doing very well. numbers for the Bretonnians are dropping. They have about a 35 disadvantage. This main area though, they push through here. A victory for the Bretonnians on one front. And it appears they're losing on the left and the right hand side. Let's see how this goes. Some of them have regrouped to help in the centre of this fight. These guys are reforming. The yellows are reforming out here on the Bretonnians' right. The battle in the centre seems to be going in favour of the Bretonnians. If these yellow Valandian soldiers on the right can do anything about it, they need to join the fight quickly to even the odds. A lot of cavalry going around. Near the camera, there's a close fight going on here. On the left, near the bridge, it seems to be a little bit in favour of the yellow Valandians. They're leading by 20. That number is shrinking, but not quick enough for the Reds. Not quick enough. $30 versus 43. It's shrinking, but will it shrink quick enough? Would it be enough to last to the end of the game? There's a few red Valandians over here. They need to get over to the right and help their friends quickly. It's almost like the fight's restarting a bit, as the yellows are back on their side and the reds are over here towards the camera. The right flank slowly failing. The red Valandians is coming to an end. It's one by one they begin to get cut down. And what's left of the Bretonnian forces for this round, round 3, goes to the coalition once again. As the yellows have very quickly and almost strategically have made their way into the reds' compound, and they are regrouping back here as like a final defense. There seems to be a very small resistance there on the left hand side, but some very big units here on the left, in the centre, and on the right hand side. Get ready for what's going to be a very close quartered battle. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful formation. You see so many soldiers fighting side by side. The only kind of experience you can really get in this multiplayer of Bannerlord. You've got to be in a clan, you've got to get involved, guys. It's dead easy, it's dead casual. Most people here aren't even hardcore players. We just want to play the game and have fun. And this is what's about to happen. Red cavalry in the far distance, yellow cavalry on the right hand side. There is a lot of units repositioning. It appears a lot of yellows think they're being clever by moving around to the left. That the reds should have plenty of time, and here we go, yep, they're reforming. Yellow crossbowmen seems to be down there in the centre of the camp. It looks like the fight has begun over here on the right. But it's not a lot of yellows. They've got a lot of, they've dedicated a lot there. But most of the yellows are on the left and the centre. Here comes the next bit. Oh, the reds need to put more here. They're not going to last long. There seems to be a lot of guys kind of in the centre trying to decide where to go. The right hand side is completely smashed through though for the reds. They outnumbered them. Nearly 2 to 1, and that was a good idea. Now they've been able to smash around and absolutely cause havoc. If the yellows don't do exactly the same here on the left hand side, they need to reinforce that left bit quickly. Looks like cavalry for both sides. Well, I can only see the reds at the moment. I don't know where the yellow cavalry are. They're quite far away in the distance. What are they doing? But the yellow infantry here that came in from the right, from the left, my apologies, have just smashed through, and now they are flanking the centre reds. This fight just got messy real quick. But it generally looks like the reds had a good thing going on there, but it's like the yellows are now defending the centre of the camp. It appears there's some red crossbowmen not being harassed over there near that palisade. Just behind the smoke, some red infantry not doing anything in the far behind that palisade. The yellows are going down. Was it a matter of too little too late? Again. On the right, those reds went right round really quick, completely pushed that small infantry unit out of the way. That's what you get for not putting enough infantry against so many. And the yellows did the same here, but they just had further to run. And maybe it took them too long. As now the reds have double the number of the yellows. And it looks like the final fight of the yellow Valandians is going down here. They will die heroes or warriors or cowards. And it looks like they have all chosen the path of heroes and warriors. As reds come in from the flank. This one goes to the red Valandians. Well done. Here we are on the field of battle again for the 8th round. At the moment it is only just in favour of the red Valandians, as they are beginning to move out, looking towards the centre of the map. Here they are now. Looks like the yellow army is only just beginning to make a move. The Bretonnians looking maybe to get a foothold in the centre of the map. Biari Jacques, his men ready and eager to begin this fight as they form shield wall as the enemy is spotted. That enemy being the coalition forces. Mr. Panda of the LGRA takes the first arrows to his shield as the red crossbowmen begin the volleys that lower morale, splinter shields and injure men if not kill them, and the rest of the yellows come swarming out into the centre of the map looking to form a nice shield wall. Surely a nice shield wall. The different infantry units, looks like some reds are taunting them as units of infantry stream across, each one wanting to be the first one into battle surely, but make sure you time it right. So the Valandians on the right hand side, the red Valandians on the right hand side are pulling back as there is storming across the centre reach, looking to smash into this yellow shield wall here. The numbers I'd say that's a pretty even fight, but the reds make it look like they're just hammered in. As yellows come in from the right hand side as well, there's going to be a nasty flank going on there. Not much else is really happening. This is the fight at the moment. That was a crazy amount of units just going into combat really quickly. And they just spread out all the way across the field at the moment on the yellow side as the rest of the red infantry is moving in to join the fight. The yellow cavalry looking for their prey as the red cavalry are taking some out. There's like some yellow infantry in the far distance are a bit late to the party. That's what happens if you don't join in the main line. Everyone else starts fighting and you lose about 15-20 seconds of killing. And it is fell across the battlefield for your team. What a beautiful fight. What a beautiful fight. Yellow crossbowmen firing in to the battlefield. Red cavalry moving round. So are the yellows still. Quite a few cavalry on both sides. The reds seem to have the centre of the map, using that flag as some sort of a statement. But the numbers are pretty even, only just, but the yellows appear to be bleeding more than the red Valandians. We can see it on their armour. That's why we wear red. 77 versus 55. The yellows are bleeding. The yellows are bleeding. There's a few yellows here on the right hand side, kind of pulling back a bit, getting some sort of cohesion. But there is a lot of reds and a lot of yellows on their own, fighting tooth and nail against multiple opponents. And with a number at half the strength of the reds take this battlefield.